I used to dream about being able to cook and eat Japanese A5 Wagyu steak, and today that dream is going to come true. Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Today we're going to be cooking up this A5 Japanese Wagyu strip loin steak that weighs in at 320 grams and cost me 2,300 Thai baht, which is 66 US dollars. But just look at the marbling on this steak. Wow. Now I've been wanting to get a taste of Japanese Wagyu for a long time, and I finally got to try some A4 and A3 Wagyu in Bangkok on a recent trip. Click here on the I button and check out those videos. They are on my second channel, Headbanger Eats. But today we're cooking up the A5. So enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking. I start by getting the steak out of the plastic wrapping and patting it dry with some paper towels. Got to get rid of any excess moisture and liquid so we have a nice dry steak and we can get a super crust when we sear it. For the seasoning, I'm just going to keep it simple and use salt. I want to taste the flavor of the beef. I don't want to taste any garlic powder or pepper, just pure beef and salt. Once it's seasoned, it's time to cook the steak. I get my cast iron stove, and once it's ripping hot, I lay the steak down. And there is no need for oil because in just 1 minute that pan is filled with Wagyu fat that has rendered from the steak. I flip it over now and just look at that insane crust on it. This steak literally takes 2 minutes on each side to cook, but I check with the meat thermometer anyway because I can't afford to f up this Wagyu steak. Once it's done, I remove it from the pan and just look at how much Wagyu fat has rendered out into the pan. I will use this later to cook other things. I place the steak on a wire rack and rest it for about 4 to 5 minutes. I mean, just look at the crust on that steak. It's just epic. I can't get over it. Once that steak is well rested, it's the moment of truth and I cut into it. The thing with Wagyu steak is you don't want to cook it rare or even medium rare. You want it medium or even medium well perhaps. But mine has been cooked perfectly. Just look at that cross section. This is one insane looking steak. I can't wait to taste it, but first I gotta put it on the fancy black slate for the photographs and the B-roll. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, enjoy this and then we'll taste. Alright folks, it's time to taste our A5 Wagyu, and I had to have Dipti, who's responsible for all our holidays. So the reason I was even in Bangkok is thanks to her, and the reason we have this steak is also because of her. So
how?
You are the one who took me to Bangkok.
That's true. I've been trying to feed you Wagyu for many years now.
Yes, so here we are with Wagyu and let's dig in. Oh my hell. I have no words. That is like eating beefy butter.
Yeah, it's literally like eating crispy beef flavored butter because it's got that crisp outside and just sort of melts in your mouth. It doesn't feel like meat. It's ridiculous.
And now I know why people say you can't eat like a whole Wagyu steak.
Yeah.
Though I feel like I could.
You could also eat a whole block of butter, so that's not saying much.
That is true. But wow, I mean, does this live up to the hype? Is this worth the price we paid for it?
Guys, I was fully ready to be disappointed. Like A5 Wagyu has always been this mythical beast, sort of fleetingly glimpsed, and we've eaten many imposters over the years and we've been disappointed every single time. Remember the Wagyu on a stick that we paid like 50 baht for and which was garbage? But now I get the hype.
This is the real deal.
This is everything they tell you it is and more. It's just, I think everyone needs to experience this at least once in their life.
Yeah, if you can ever get your hands on some A5 Wagyu and just experience this, you must. But you know what, now that I've eaten 3 pieces, I'm starting to feel like, yeah, I'm done now. I don't think I want to eat anymore.
Good for you because I'm finishing all of this.
Excellent. So let us know if you've ever tried A5 Wagyu or any Wagyu for that matter. And I think we're going to go and enjoy this now. And I'll see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen.
Every bite.
Every bite.
Every bite.
Until the next time, cheers and keep cooking. And I'm taking my Wagyu board with me. If you're Wagyu and you know it, clap your hands. If you're Wagyu and you know it, clap your hands. If you're Wagyu and you know it and you really want to show it, and you're Wagyu and you know it, clap your hands. A big thank you to all my supporters on Patreon and here on the YouTube channel memberships for making this possible. I would not be able to cook and eat this without your support. And if you'd like to support what I do, the links are in the video description box just below this video. Thank you once again, and I will see you soon.